Hi, I'm Alexandra the Violinist, and I've been playing for weddings for 16 years now. And today I'd like to talk to you about your wedding ceremony music. I've compiled a list of the top 10 favourite wedding songs chosen by my brides this year in 2018, and I've split them down into sections. So we're going to do ceremony entrance songs for the bridal entrance, then we're going to look at signing of the register songs, and then we're going to look at songs for the married couple to exit to. I think that having a live musician is an absolute must for a wedding because it just makes it feel so much more luxurious, and also I think it adds a bit of an emotional touch. It's something for people to watch and listen to, and if you are looking at having a live musician but your budget's a bit smaller than you might like it to be, and you have to pick which part of the wedding to have a live musician for, I would advise the wedding ceremony, because that's the focal point. That's the whole reason everybody's there for, and that's the whole reason that you're there for. So I would definitely choose the wedding ceremony. The first song on my top 3 chosen bridal entrance songs is Pachelbel's Canon. This seems to be more of the modern day traditional wedding march. It's 7 minutes long, so if you have a lot of bridesmaids, it's a really good choice. And also, if you're feeling a bit nervous on the day, you might have a bit of a wobble before you walk down the aisle. It just gives you a bit of extra time to really just enjoy the walk down the aisle and keep yourself composed. It's a slow speed, so people tend to want to walk down the aisle really fast because they're really nervous, and this piece of music really helps to slow you and the bridesmaids down. Hopefully your dad will help with that too if he's walking you down the aisle. So here's a little bit of Pachelbel's Canon. A Thousand Years by Christina Perri has been in the top 3 chosen songs by my brides for the last 3 years running. The words are really nice if you're having it on a CD, but it also sounds really lovely on the violin too. To my surprise, the wedding march has made a comeback. I haven't been asked for this by my brides for years, and all of a sudden this year it's in the top 3. It's great, the mums love it, the nans especially love this one because it's very traditional. Although it's only 2 minutes long, so if you have like 10 bridesmaids, it's probably not the entrance song for you. It's perfect if you want that traditional English wedding feel. Here it is. let's talk about the signing of the register. This is a part of the ceremony that I suppose people don't really think about. I don't think I would have thought about it, if I'm honest, if I hadn't been playing at weddings for a long time. What you need to think about here in terms of your music is that, yes, signing the register literally takes a second, but then what happens is the registrars will put a dummy register in its place because you're not allowed to photograph the actual register. And then the photographer that will take posed pictures with probably your parents, maybe your grandparents, your witnesses, bridesmaids, groomsmen. So that part of the ceremony can take 5-10 minutes depending on how long your photographer takes. So I always advise brides to pick 3 or 4 pieces of music or songs at this point. I always say that I might not be able to play all of them depending on the time, but if you then book your live musician for the drinks reception as well, which is immediately after the ceremony until people go in for the wedding breakfast, then they can always put those songs into the drinks reception anyway, so you still get to hear them. So I would definitely advise that you put them in priority order so you get your favourites, most definitely. Okay, there are 4 top chosen songs by my brides this year for the signing of the register. Number 1 is All of Me by John Legend. It has been in the top 10 for 3 years running, and it sounds amazing on the violin. It's perfect for the signing of the register because it's nice and calm. It's something that a lot of people know, and also it's not too in your face, so your photographer can easily communicate with the relevant guests that he wants to take photos of. A Thousand Years by Christina Perri, again, is in the top 4 chosen songs for the signing of the register by my brides this year. It is amazing. Again, like All of Me, it's perfect because people know it. It's a really lovely song. It sounds great on violin and it's got a really nice calm feel about it. Thinking Out Loud by Ed Sheeran is another one that has remained in the top 3 for the last 3 years. So these are all brilliant, really popular songs that everybody loves. And I think that's what you want from a musician. You want them to play things that everybody knows and everybody's going to love. When Perfect by Ed Sheeran came out in 2017, I was absolutely convinced that this would be wanted by all of my brides, but they didn't take immediate interest in it, which I was really surprised by. However, it has now made it into the top 10 chosen wedding ceremony songs this year by my brides. I absolutely love this song. I had it at my wedding too. best advice I can give you about your ceremony exit song is to pick something with a short introduction, because if you have hired a live musician, you've left the church and your musician's not even begun to play their first note for your exit song. So definitely pick something with a short introduction. I would say 12 seconds or less. Okay, let's look at the top 3 ceremony exit songs. The first one is Marry You by Bruno Mars. This is another one that has remained in the top 10 for the last 3 years running. It's got a very short introduction, it's upbeat and exciting, everybody knows it, and I can guarantee it will get people singing along. Viva La Vida by Coldplay is another one that's remained in the top 10 ceremony songs throughout 2016, 17 and now 2018. It's brilliant, upbeat, uplifting, and it will get everybody's feet tapping. The Wedding March has made a surprising comeback, having not been chosen by any of my brides for a really long time, and all of a sudden it's in the top 10 chosen ceremony songs. The introduction is only 9 seconds long and it's uplifting and got a regal feel about it from the very first note. If you're having a traditional wedding, this is a perfect one for you. That's all for today. That's the top 10 wedding ceremony songs chosen by my brides 2018. I hope that was of some help to you. Let me know what songs you'd like to hear. I'll be uploading them every week. See ya.